Here is your guide on how to win lane as Karma, while you also have 100 HP disadvantage from an earlier fight. Now in here, they didn't leash, they just arrived late in lane, so we are pretty much weak-sided. And now what we do, we slowly shove to get our level 2 advantage and push the wave in. In here we pressure as much as possible, so I'm walking in and out of this minion's reach, which generally means I'm looking to poke, but in case Thresh hooks I can cover myself, so you kinda want to hug the minion, while also you should fish for pokes as much as you can. Now in here what happens is quite simple. I'm looking, if she's positioning upwards, I'm gonna position upwards as well while I have minion cover, so I can get a poke on her. If she position downwards, I will position downwards and try to get a poke on her. You should always try to match the AD carry's positioning. Even now, she's forced to walk up, right? Now in here what I do, I just bounce off a Q, like the Q will AoE to Kalista, even though it doesn't directly hit her. See? It did actually connect. Funny hitbox, isn't it? And now what happens? This is one Q, by the way. That's a single Karma Q. Now the reason why I dealt so much damage, I had a really aggressive setup. So I have really good early game runes. Let me show you guys really quick in here. Comet, Mana Flow Band, Transcendence, Scorch, really good in the early game. Biscuits, decent in the early game, and 2 AP runes, right? Which allow me to hurt this hard. And now I keep on the pressure. I even basic attack her because the Thresh has no hook angle, and he also has shorter auto attack range than I do. He has 450, I have 525, so I can sneak in basic attacks without him being able to like basic attack poke back. You know, just poke as much as you can, and I also have minion cover, so in case I hear his hook, I see his hook, I can instantly cover myself. That's why I'm allowed to go for this type of aggressive plays. Even in here, simply said, I'm just fishing for an ult. Q or for a Q, I missed my Q there. Again, let's skip a tiny bit, not much happens in here. He's fishing for a hook, so I E out, so he doesn't even get the chance to hook me. Now, in here again, not much happens. We're just poking as much as we can, maintaining our pressure. Again, I'm basic attacking him because obviously I have more basic attack range than he has. I'm outranging his E. And I also can cover myself to the minions if he Qs, right? So I'm allowed to basic attack the Thresh. Now in here what happens, they go for an aggressive move on the Vayne. Sadly she gets hooked. She didn't really Q, she didn't really try to sidestep it. Again, I punish it with a ult Q, which definitely pressures them off a little bit and deals a little bit of damage. So it's really hard for them to like get on top of Vayne after she flashes. Now she will try to force something in here, but she didn't manage to kill us. It was a trade of like HP, right? And now she's trying to pressure. Now in here I queued a little bit forwards, but this Kalista had a weird movement where she wasn't like moving forwards, she wasn't moving at all. And normally it's something you should predict, but this Kalista wasn't moving for some reason. And now in here what happens, the other guy of course flashes in. But what happens, that flash gets punished, my bad, let me show you guys again. So that flash gets punished by me. In here I could ban myself, so that was a slight mistake as well. And now in here he flashes obviously, and I managed to shield her, and I again ult Q as fast as I can. I even managed to get both of them, so it's more valuable if you can get both of them instead of one. Then again we finish off the Thresh of course. And I managed to keep alive our, how is it called, Vayne. Now she's trying to get something done in here, but she doesn't manage it to. So in here she's trying to kill the Vayne of course because Wukong is here. But I shield her and there is no kill opportunity. And she just dies. Now in here not much happens of course, we are shoving, we are just simply said we are shoving. Oh, there was a fight, my bad for skipping. So there was actually a fight in here. She showed up of course. As much as I can I will play around Kiana. I even E-ult at her so she doesn't kill her. Then I flash, so she doesn't basic attacks me. I W the Nidali. I didn't root her sadly, but Wukong finishes him off. Now what happens in here, She cannot win a fist fight into Wukong because he has too much armor healing, right? So I will try to just to get an assist or kill her faster. I will get a shield on the Wukong so it doesn't like randomly get killed, of course. And then I kill the guy so to finish her off. Now in here we just leave everything, we don't care about the wave, we just reset. We have shit ton of gold. So the first item I buy is Hextech Alternator because I like to go for an aggressive build. Generally I like to go for this type of Night Harvester build on Karma. It's really good if you're trying to carry a game. It hurts really hard as well. I have an extra poking source as well. So again, not much happens. In here we get ganked, that's really great actually. And now I'm fishing for an ultimate poke or something. An ultimate kill perhaps on the Vayne. I'm just positioning as aggressively as possible. Fishing for a poke on her. Also baiting out her Q, right? Kallista's Q, even if Thresh doesn't Q's. Now in here she's kinda pressured because you already can see that I have an empowered Q, which I hit, so that hurted her really badly. Sadly Vayne got caught and I walked away before I walked away too early because I thought he's lanterning the enemy jungle. I shouldn't walk away in here, I should have tried to fight the Kalista. That was a mistake on my part, but she got really badly there. Now from the other hand, in here what happens, they are trying to shove but I don't really allow them because Kalista is 100 HP. There's no way in the hell they just get away with shoving this, right? I just try to pressure her as much as possible away from CS. And in here I managed to get a Q on her again, bounces off the minions. It has a little bit of a outer hitbox than the actual range. And the reason why she died, because I Scorch killed her, Scorch and Comet. I really like this early game aggressive rune setup. Now again in here what we do, we just shove, get the wave as fast as possible under tower. I'm queuing the wave of course, that's really great. Now what I'm doing in here is just covering Vayne. In here the Nidalee shows up, sadly he manages to hit his hook on the Vayne. And we managed to get the clutch, so we managed to get a kill on the Thresh, right? And from the other hand, we managed to also kill Nidalee in here, if I'm correct. Yes, I finished her off just for safety reasons, or Gangplank did actually, my bad. Now in here I'm trying to pressure a little bit the Kalista as well, because she has no sustain right now in lane. So what I did, watch out on my positioning, I W'd her, I'm slightly out of the tower range while I'm also tethered to her, right? So what I'm fishing for is just to root her. Now the thing is I went under tower, but the W does no damage during the process, only at the beginning and at the end, so that generally means that I won't be aggroed. And now what I did right after I basic attack, ult Q'd. Because I have a lot of damage, we can do this, but the issue was Wukong got exhausted, so we didn't really force it since she had exhaust. It's not a big deal, but now Kalista flashes and then Wukong finishes him off. She kinda got punished for her greediness. Then again, let's skip a tiny bit. So that's pretty much what you should do in laning phases, Karma. Like I would all the time. In here I just punish a proxy, of course. The Singe tried to proxy. In here I'm trying to get the mid gank done, meantime I'm walking. But I just killed this minions and picked this wave up. In here we were forcing a Drake, of course. But then we noticed that there is a fight on bot lane, so we skipped Drake. We can take Drake later on, we don't have to force it yet. So in here what I did, I speeded him up so he can reach faster, and I just pretty much like ulted, got some damage on the Kalista of course, and I allowed Wukong to get the kill. This time I wasn't stealing. And right after this what we do, we just shove the next wave in, which wasn't really needed, but we could do that. We are taking some plates in here. It was a bit coin flippy to get the Drake because of the Nidalee, so we chose to go for the more consistent play. Then again, Drake is not gone yet, it's warded by me, so in case Nidalee tries to gank from this area, or she wants to take Drake, we have a ward against that. Not much going on in here, just we are poking as much as we can. Even now I'm fishing for a ult Q. As much as you can, you should look for ult Qs. And in here I got an angle. This was one of the times when I missed my Q actually. So it can happen that sometimes you'll miss them, and in here I messed something up really badly because the trash came. We didn't die, but I flashed when I shouldn't, because I thought that thing will hit me. I flashed away, of course, but we are still getting them, so it's fine. Then we just killed the guy as well. But in here, Vayne into the pit because she pushed away the Kalista, and I couldn't kill her, but it's not a big deal because she could die, right? Now in here, what I do, I accidentally get baited, and I get killed by Nidalee. But that's about it about the laning phase, but this is what you should generally do as Karma. Poke as much as you can, shield off people, go for aggressive plays. Like, even if you're an enchanter, the truth to be told, Karma is rather a aggressive enchanter. You don't play her like a Yumi or something, you know?